Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Tamaria Lakayye coming to you with another video on my SisterLocks. I recently started documenting my journey where I go from a 4C loose natural to a locked natural. So if you're interested in natural hair content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also make sure you hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss any of my future uploads. So before we jump into today's video, I would like to try something different for the month of September. I would like to give a shout out to the first 3 people that leaves a comment on each one of my videos that I post this month. Now, the way this is gonna work is if I post a video today, the first 3 people that leaves a comment will get a shout out in my following video. And then we'll do the same thing throughout the entire month and just see how it goes. So today I want to go ahead and do the SisterLock tag challenge, I guess you could say. So that's what I'm going to do today. If you'd like to see, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, so the first question is, when were your SisterLocks installed and how long have you had them? So my SisterLocks were installed on June 3rd of 2019 and I've had them officially for 3 months. So the next question is, why SisterLocks and not another form of locks? Well, to be completely honest, I was never really into like the traditional lock or freeform locks because of the appearance. They didn't really look neat and groomly to me, so it was not something that I could see myself wearing. Even though like I've had an ex that had locks and poor little thing, his locks used to just fall out all over the place. I've had classes with people that had locks, and even though it fit them, it just didn't seem like it was something that would fit me, my personality, the way I carry myself. And then as well, I would hear some of these like stereotypes that locks are dirty, they carry bugs, and you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. So it was just kind of like a negative viewpoint of what I had in my mind for traditional locks and dreadlocks, which is why I didn't really ever kind of consider going down that route and choosing them. However, after doing a lot of research on SisterLocks and then actually researching just a little bit on traditional locks and other forms of locks, I've learned that my views were a little bit narrow-minded and that there are a lot of people out here that actually take their lock game seriously and they're maintaining them and treating them well, and they look lovely and gorgeous. So the next question is, how long did it take for me to schedule my installation? I would say all in all, the second time that I started to find a consultant, it took me about, I would say, a month and a half to go ahead and get through my initial meetup with my consultant to actually getting my hair installed. So you do have to be patient because you're not always gonna find somebody right off the bat that can do your hair. The next question is, what fears did you have about getting your SisterLocks? So like I said, I kind of went through this process of looking for a consultant twice. I wanted to get my SisterLocks in 2018 for my birthday, but the issue that I was running into was that the only consultants that I could find were in a different city. Therefore, I would have had to travel and go and get my hair done, my reties done, and all of that. So I was thinking that initially I wasn't going to be able to afford SisterLocks from all of the additional fees that I would have gained from having to travel back and forth. Like, I didn't know if I was ready for that kind of commitment to be traveling 2 hours just to go ahead and get my hair done. And that's like 2 hours back and forth. So that would have been like 4 hours traveling and then 3, maybe 4 hours to get my hair retied monthly, and then the installation was a whole nother situation on its own. I didn't know if I was going to drive back and forth each day to get my installation done or if I was going to stay, and then that extra cost just kind of deterred me from getting them in 2018. So I would say one of the main fears that I had was, am I going to be able to keep up with this lifestyle? So the next question is, name one thing that you wish you knew before starting your SisterLock journey. So going into my installation and meeting up with my consultant and everything like that, I never expected or thought that 2 different people would be working on my head. So one thing that I wish I knew prior to getting my installation for my SisterLocks was that if you do have 2 people working on your head, then you could potentially end up with 2 sets of locks. So in the beginning of my journey, I was a little bit hesitant due to the fact that my locks did not resemble resemble each other. But as I learn to kind of just trust in the process, I see that each loctician has their own kind of way of doing things, and it's kind of like art. Like, we could both be sitting here and we can draw the same picture, and yours can come out beautiful and mine can come out beautiful, but they still look different. So that was something I wish I would have known, because I probably would have opted to either just find somebody else or just let one person do my hair. So the next question is, have you noticed any major changes in your life or the people around you since you've gotten your SisterLocks? Any major changes in my life? Yes, I don't have to sit and think about my hair all the time. It doesn't take me hours upon hours upon hours to do my hair. I'm not thinking about if I need a wig for the week, if I need a protective style. And I feel like in general, there are a lot of people that are like surprised that I got SisterLocks, because I did not mention it to anybody. I pretty much kept it a secret. Only a few people knew that I was interested in getting SisterLocks, and that was pretty much my husband. And then my best friend, I told her like right around the time that I actually set up my appointment for my install. So other than that, nobody really knew that I was gonna get SisterLocks, and when they found out that I did, they was like, what, you got locks? You're not wearing wigs and weaves no more? So I'm pretty sure that because I am kind of a trendsetter within the people amongst me that I know in real life, that within a few years I won't be surprised if they start transitioning to locked hair or even SisterLocks. So the next question is, how many locks do I have? I have done a counting my locks video. I will leave that at the end of this video so you can check it out if you haven't already done so. But I had 610 locks once I got my initial install. What pattern do you or your loctician use on your hair? Right now, my loctician is using a 4-point lock pattern to retie my hair, and that is also what was used to install my hair. I'm not sure if it's ever going to change or if it's going to stay the same throughout my entire journey. I would like to know how to retie my hair. I'm not sure if it's something I'm going to be willing to do within this first year, but eventually later on in life, I would definitely like to learn how to retie my own hair so that I won't have to be completely dependent on a loctician to be doing my hair all the time. But then at the same time, I hear people say it takes them like a week to retie their hair, and I don't know if I'm ready to reinvest that same time and energy that I just got back. So the next question is, what products do you use in your hair? Now, y'all seen some of my videos, y'all know I be going a little bit ham with some products. I use the Jamaican black castor oil water as a refresher, I guess you could say. I also use Jamaican black castor oil, wild growth oil, tea tree oil, peppermint oil, and the list could probably go on. I've tried some of Talia Widget's curly curl cream in my hair, and also some of her body mist protector, I think that's what it was called. But keep in mind that when I say I use these products in my hair, it's not something that I'm doing every day. It's probably like once a week or once every 2 weeks that I'm using these products. So the next question is, how do you wear your hair most of the time? And to be honest, if I'm not doing a video or going out in public, 9 out of 10 times I'm not doing anything to my hair at all. It's just doing whatever it wants to do. So if it's sticking up, it's sticking up. If it's laying down, it's laying down. But if I do decide to do something to it, like when I'm just around the house, I will probably just put it in a loose low ponytail or a loose high bun. And that is the most that I do with my hair. Next question is, how often do you get your retightenings? Right now, I am on a 4 to 5 week schedule. So every 4 or 5 weeks, I go and I get my hair retightened. The second time was on a 5 week, or no, the first 2 times was on a 5 week. First time went good. Second time, it was like extremely long, like 4.5 hours to retie my hair. And so we kind of bumped it back down to 4 weeks to see how that goes. But yeah, 4 to 5 weeks for a retie. So the next question is, what is one thing that you miss about your loose natural hair and one thing that you don't miss about your loose natural hair? I would have to say the one thing that I do kind of miss about my loose natural hair is not having to worry about oversaturating my hair with water as I do with SisterLocks. Like, I feel like that was probably one of my favorite pleasures in having loose natural hair. Now that I have SisterLocks, I can't do that. So it's a little bit weird being that almost every time I took a shower, I was getting my hair wet, to now it's like no water on your hair at all unless you're washing it. One thing I don't miss about my loose natural hair is wash days. Like, I do not miss wash days at all. It sounds a little bit crazy saying that I just like to run the water in my hair. Yeah, that was quick, that was easy. I just wet my hair while I was in the shower. But wash days was on a whole nother level. Like, I had to find me a good Netflix series, had to find me some snacks. Like, it was pretty much the whole day that I contributed to my wash day. It was just too much, so I do not miss that at all. And one thing that I also miss about my loose natural hair is just the volume. I know a lot of people feel like, oh, you have a lot of volume right now in your hair, but I'm just used to, like, I don't know, I guess I'm ready for like my hair to be able to be in like a big puff. So I guess I'm waiting on that moment because that was like one of my favorite styles. So the volume is one thing that I also miss from being a loose natural. Next question is, what are your hair goals? My hair goals are very simple. I do want to just grow my hair as long as I can. I would say that the ultimate goal overall, probably within the next 5 to 10 years, would be like, I want some butt length locks, you know what I'm saying? I want them hanging and dangling all the way down to my butt crack. And then just like some short-term sister lock goals would be to get the front of my hair. I want the front of my hair to at least drop down all the way to shoulders. These parts that are in the little buns, I need them to get some hang time. I need them to start, you know, hanging up under my face and whatnot. So that's like a short-term goal. Hopefully within the next 2 to 3 years we can get there as far as hair goes with the SisterLocks. So the next question is, do you use any supplements? If yes, what kind? If not, why? I wouldn't say I use any supplements, but I am taking prenatal pills, and that's kind of like a supplement that you can use to help your hair grow. But I do want to start using supplements once I am not pregnant anymore. I want to start using biotin, and one thing that I was using before I got pregnant as well was I was using a lot of collagen, and that was really helping out my skin, that was really helping out my hair as well. So I will start implementing them more post-pregnancy once I start getting back into my I want to eat and be healthy kind of thing. But right now, since I'm pregnant, it's just like prenatals, a lot of water, and whatever I am blessed with. So the next question is, how long is your longest lock? My longest locks are obviously going to come from the back. My hair grows faster in the back. This one probably is going to be my longest lock. Like right there on the titty. So the next question is, one major thing that you like about your SisterLocks and one major thing that you don't like about your SisterLocks. So I would say the major thing that I like about my SisterLocks is just the overall ability to be able to maintain my natural state of hair, but to do it in a way that it's not an inconvenience to my life. But at the same time, one of the things that I don't really like about the SisterLock community and brand, or the process, is that there's so much controversy on whether you should or should not put products in your hair. And I feel like I kind of get the concept, but then I kind of don't get the concept, because I feel like everyone's hair texture is a little bit different, and I feel like there should be certain rules and engagements that kind of pertain to different hair textures. But I think that's just me kind of being stuck in the loose natural mentality and having to have dealt with one of the coarser, more kinkier types of hair textures within my loose natural journey that I'm not really completely transitioned into what it's like to be a locked natural. So the next question is, if you could start your SisterLock journey over again, what would you do differently? There's probably 2 things that I would do differently. Like, first and foremost, I would go ahead and make sure that I got a trim on my hair before starting my SisterLock journey, because as you all know, this side of my hair is shorter than this side, and it kind of irks my nerves to the core. So I would definitely make sure that I got my hair trimmed before starting my SisterLock journey over again. And then as well, I would probably just go some sizes smaller. Like, I would probably go like the micro size or the small size, just to really get that fullness and that thickness. And that's probably it. Those are the things that I would change if I had to start over again. The next question is, do you have any SisterLock crushes or inspirations? And yeah, I've done a Women Crush Wednesday on my SisterLock sisters. There's just a lot of women that I've found throughout research searching that I definitely have a crush on. So yeah, if you want to know who exactly, then just go ahead and check out my video. I'll link that also at the end of the video or down in the description. So one thing that I did not mention that I wanted to do before starting my SisterLock journey, like I was really contemplating on starting my journey with an undercut. So I would have cut off like the longest parts of my hair, really, and just started out like that. I was thinking like if I did that, it could save some time, definitely save some money, and then as well, it would be a little bit more of an edgier look, which is something that I'm usually into. But then I thought about having to maintain and keep the undercut looking, you know, nice and clean and fresh. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to do all that just yet, but that's probably something that I'm gonna do like later on in the future is once my locks actually mature. I might get an undercut, cut my locks off, do the little undercut thing for a little bit, and then once I'm tired of it, then I have the opportunity to go ahead and take the locks that I cut off and have them reinstalled. I think that is so dope. The versatility that you get with SisterLocks. But yeah, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, hit that share button, put it on any of your social media platforms, and of course, here's some videos for you to go ahead and check out next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.